So that's it. We are on to the final song of the saga. And unfortunately, the biggest reason why I have a problem with the saga to begin with. But we'll see how the animatic does it. So for now, we shall go ahead and watch the animation for 600 Strikes. Let's go. You recognize this? It's not Gigi Zimena. Oh no, Duvet. Okay. Wait, but we haven't seen Duvet's version of Odysseus yet. He almost looks like Antinous here, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and the red name finally comes back. I didn't actually pay attention to if the name actually turns red before in the saga so far. Hey comrade, one of my friends, who was slaughtered by your hands. I mean, it's cool that it's really action-packed, really. And that's how Odysseus gets a hold of the trident.
You idiot. Can't you see? You sealed your fate just to beat me. You released my storm.
And the trumpet. It's your one way home.
Now you'll never get back.
Oh, I like the red eyes because it's very monstrous right now.
Or what? You can't kill me.
Exactly. Hehehe. He's the one threatening now.
Wait.
I feel to be helpless. I feel to no pain. I love the way Poseidon sounds here for some reason. I've suffered enough. You monster! And it turns red also. But yeah, even with the
you've done, how will you sleep at night? Next to my wife.
Alright, that was the end of the Vengeance Saga. Even with the help of the animatic, the best that it did for me, right, is just show how Odysseus got a hold of the trident. But everything apart from that is a problem for me. This is undoubtedly my least favorite song in all of the musical. At least story-wise, right? The music itself is okay. Not totally something that I would jam to. But story-wise, it has many problems for me. But first of all, I think we can go over the animatics first, right? I don't think I was paying a lot of attention to it. Already a problem here. He opens the wind bag to get out of the water, but somehow doesn't release the storm. Doesn't make sense to me. But something I do like though is that how Duvet draws Poseidon looking so evil, almost. With the dark shadow over the eyes. I don't know if it's shown here. No, it's probably towards the end. Yeah, like over here, the like really dark shading over his eyes, generally used to like make someone look kind of evil almost. So yeah, and then Poseidon also has a really sharp teeth, like a shark. I like that. Yeah, like the really sharp teeth and the very narrow pupils. Everything about Poseidon just looks so evil. But I guess at this point he is kind of deranged. He has been waiting for 10 whole years to try and get back at Odysseus. So, it is a while, but I guess for God, 10 years is nothing, right? He could have just had a tea break in that time for all we know. And then over here, another problem. Odysseus, he opens the wind bag again. Why? But he hasn't released the storm. What sense does that make? But I do like this detail over here where the trident grazes Poseidon's cheek. And then Odysseus notices that the trident actually does damage Poseidon. And I think that's where he realizes right here that if he can get a hand on the trident, he can use it to hurt Poseidon. Even though he cannot necessarily kill him, at least it is something that he can use to his own advantage. So that's great. And then he's destroyed, right? Rough over here. That's a nice callback. But yeah, the song in general is very anime, which is an inspiration for Jorge when he was making the musical. He says that he's very into games and anime. So the most obvious anime style is right here in this song. And again, that is the whole reason why I have a problem with the song as part of the story to begin with, but I will get to that when we talk about the music. But yeah, you can see Poseidon just wrecking. I can't tell if those are supposed to be like icebergs or just little rock formations. I'm gonna guess that those are rock formations. So yeah. And then Odysseus opens the wind bag fully. Is that? I'm gonna assume this is Aeolus, because Aeolus was the one who first gave him a wind bag. So it is entirely plausible that Aeolus also got him this wind bag. It was just delivered by Hermes. And then all of the debris breaking Poseidon's like giant form. which seems to be made from water. So now he's kind of forced into his normal size. Yeah, and a rock knocks the trident out of his hand just nice into Odysseus' hand. And then yeah, you can see that the trident actually does damage to Poseidon. And yeah, the red eyes, you can see it subtly over here, but even more obviously over here. And yeah, Odysseus starts threatening Poseidon. So I like this detail in the eyes, just showing him that he is the danger now. And the Poseidon's still looking very, very laid back, you know. Sure, you hurt me, but like he says, you can't kill me. I have nothing to worry about, you know. So I like that very relaxed, arrogant, almost cocky kind of expression from Poseidon here.
Exactly.
And then once he finally realizes what Odysseus is gonna do, he gets anxious about it. And then yeah, it's just a lot of stabbing. Oh, was that Polites? Was that Polites? Yes. Dead Polites in Polyphemus' cave. And it almost looks like the trident was the one who kills him, but you know, indirectly, because Polyphemus is the son of Poseidon, you could use it as a reference. And the drowning fleet. Over here, it's so hard to pause right on time, but yeah, the drowning fleet. Because this time Poseidon has a direct hand in their deaths. And who's next? What's the next flash? Was it just a... I guess that is Poseidon. Maybe? As like an impact frame. Oh no! It's the sirens. Yes, the sirens. Because Odysseus does kill them. Oh, well, you can imagine that he kills them, even though he does command his fleet to do it. Or his crew, really, not fleet anymore at that point. And there we have Eurylochus with a thunder strike, almost. Like in this flash, I guess it almost looks like a thunder strike. But yeah, because Poseidon Odysseus is stabbing with the trident right now. This image kind of makes me see that, you know, Odysseus was the one who actually killed Eurylochus, because he made the choice to sacrifice the rest of his crew to get away from Zeus.
Haven't I suffered enough? You didn't stop when I begged you. Told me to
And is there any more flashes? I don't think so.
This is mercy.
And then yeah, just throwing the trident away.
Next to my wife.
I almost wish that they showed Odysseus's, like, at least eye over here when he says next to my wife, and maybe inside of the eye, that's like a reflection of Penelope inside. I think that would have been a nice shot, but overall the animation was nice. It's just, again, I have a problem with the song itself, which we are gonna get into now that we listen for the musical details. So let's go. the danger motif, as I have been begging for this entire time throughout Carib this and also get in the water. No, that is not a danger motif. That is Odysseus' theme. Let me see if I can still remember the notes. Yeah, you can hear it on the guitar here. Damn it, so it wasn't a danger motif. Damn it. But yeah, we have the really upbeat drums here. And the vocals there were a bit weird. Why is it so distorted and non-human? I don't understand it. Yeah, this vocal here, I don't understand it. 600 men. He bring back the whole thing about his 600 men, and also basically calling back to full speed ahead. Six hundred men.
I don't think you seem to get it. I can't afford to die, 'cause I will get back to my son. And I will
Get back to my wife. And yeah, again, like I said, the whole song is really pushing the very anime kind of feel, which by itself it has no problem. But Odysseus was so close to dying like a minute ago, and then suddenly he gets revived, and has like a second wind kind of thing going on, just like an anime protagonist, which doesn't make sense. As much as I want to like the adaptation of it, I need it to make sense. It just doesn't.
my son, and I will get back to my wife.
And the trumpet. Da, 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 storm.
Get back to my wife.
Da, 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 da. The electric guitars are great though. Every comrade.
Every one of my
And I believe this is another callback to Full Speed Ahead. Watch where the bird flies. They will lead us to land.
for every comrade,
Every one of our friends,
almost all of whom were
slaughtered by your hands.
600 strike.
I don't understand the 600 strike, but I guess you could argue that it is just Odysseus trying to get revenge for the 600 men that died. But at this point, he's not even thinking about them anymore. Like, he just wants to get home, and he has willingly sacrificed. At this point, he has willingly sacrificed his entire fleet just to get home. So, again, I don't understand it. And this part with the trident, I will get to it when the sound effect comes in.
Can't you see? You sealed
So like in the music now,
just to beat me. You released my storm when
you release my storm. It's also sung in the storm motif. Storm.
you opened that bag.
Storm.
Now you'll never get back.
So over here, the the music explicitly says that Odysseus has now fully released the song, and by right he should not be able to get home anymore, which is why over here he threatens Poseidon to release the storm manually, right? The problem I have with these lines,
Can't you see? You sealed your fate.
you seal your fate
Just
just to beat me, makes no goddamn sense to me, because the whole thing about Poseidon's storm being trapped in the windbag was already confusing itself, for me at least. Why does Poseidon say that releasing his storm allows Odysseus to beat him? Like, what? What? I don't understand. Why is it that releasing Poseidon's storm makes Poseidon himself powerless almost? Like, that's what they are getting at, right? And then let's just continue until the trident comes in.
when you open that bag, blocked your
One way home.
Now you'll never get back.
You're
Going to call off.
It's almost as if now the low brass is backing up Odysseus instead of the rough waves.
You're going to call off that storm. Or what? You can't kill me.
You can't kill me.
Exactly.
And here we go. The whole thing with the trident and like stabbing Poseidon,
Wait.
and the fact that there's an impact frame, and the fact that Poseidon suddenly becomes so anxious. Again, this song is just full of problems for me. First of all, music-wise, right? Because originally we don't even have all of these animatics and visual to show us the play-by-play of how Odysseus gets it. Musically speaking, there was absolutely no indication of how Odysseus managed to even get the trident off of Poseidon's hands. That is a big problem for me. Number two, it barely registered to me that that metallic shroom sound was supposed to be the trident itself. At the very least, it was not obvious enough for me. But I've seen enough people getting that just off of the sound cue, so I guess it's fine. I just wasn't able to get that imagery with the sound. Now the big problem is, even if we imagine that Odysseus somehow manages to get his hand on the trident, why is Poseidon scared? Because even though the trident can hurt him, as we quite explicitly hear, even in the music, even though the trident can hurt him, it's not like the trident is everything that Poseidon has. He has the entire ocean around him, his entire domain around him. But all of a sudden, Odysseus manages to get close enough to stab Poseidon repeatedly. I don't. and Poseidon just takes it. I don't like I said, this song itself has so many problems.
How does it feel to be helpless? How does it?
Like, I mean, I do like this sort of portrayal of getting he's like going berserk on Poseidon and like just mentioning all of the times, like, how does it feel to be helpless, how does it feel to know pain, all of this that you have done to me, kind of thing. I like that portrayal, but again, we are dealing with one regular mortal and one of the big three Greek gods. And Poseidon himself is just taking all of this stabbing and cannot do anything but scream. To be fair, there could be like properties of the trident that I am not aware of. But even so, like, just being able to get the first stab in, and the fact that Poseidon was actually scared at all, it makes no sense.
Feel the no pain. I watched my friends die in horror, crying as they were all slain. I heard their
But again, Poseidon's voice actor does do a very great job of Poseidon screams and like just his cries of agony and stuff like that. It is great. The song itself is a problem, and I hate that it is so much of a problem.
final moments, calling their captain in vain. Look what you turned me into. Look what we've become. Enough. All of
Enough. I believe Poseidon says that before? No, Polyphemus says it. After he first bitch slaps Polites. Like, bam, enough. So yeah, that was a nice little callback.
look what we've become. Enough. All of the pain that I've been through. Haven't I suffered enough?
Stop!
You didn't stop.
I love how melodic his screams are.
You said the world was ours.
Monster! And we're bringing back the whole monster theme because, I guess the portrayal is that Odysseus is being very monstrous and ruthless now. And over here, Odysseus does bring back Poseidon's famous lines back in Ruthlessness.
You said the world was ours.
And you say that ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. So yeah, that was also a nice callback. But again, that does not save this song for me.
After everything you've done, how will you sleep at night?
And yeah, this last line is just Odysseus aura farming,
My wife.
which is a cool line to say, but again, there are so many problems with 600 Strikes. Even as someone who barely knows anything about Greek mythology, it is just full of problems. And the song itself is decent, it's just the story in that song. It is full of plot armor and plot holes. And yeah, that unfortunately does downgrade it for me. But with that said, that is the end of the Vengeance Saga. We have made it through.